Hey friends, it's Neil with Tint Masters here at WindowEffects down in Raleigh, North Carolina. Customer has a problem with a lot of heat coming through that window. Not really privacy, but I got my man AJ working in there right now. Tons of heat. We're gonna test it with a meter and show you how much heat's going in that window. And it's a different kind of sweep to show you. Let me show you my setup too. So we got this truck and we pull this trailer back here, because what I like to do is for my residential film is to have my boxes of tint here, and then I got this film handler that I use right up here. So that helps me so I don't have to pre-cut it to shop. So I just come in and out of my trailer. Sometimes I have my automotive big trim glass in here and a plotter up front. We kind of use this just straight for commercial now. So we're gonna take you inside and we're gonna show you what we got going on here. So we've already spec'd out the window. Make sure you should have a glass meter. It tells you what type of glass, so you know what film to put on it. So this glass meter, we metered out, it's clear glass. So then the customer knows that's honestly the cheapest glass that you have. So it doesn't have any kind of heat reduction property. So it's like you just got a piece of glass and the heat's coming right in. So any type of film is really gonna help this guy, but he wanted to go with a lighter film, blocks out more heat. So we're gonna go with the PD40 ceramics film, real great. So we're gonna come through here. I'm gonna show you here on the inside. So my guys here are in a meeting, Cosmo's in a meeting. There's the fellows right there. We're we're doing a YouTube video. So just doing great. All right, so what we got going on right here is normally on these commercial windows, you can pop this sweep out, but these ones didn't have a sweep and it had a really thin, nasty line of rubber. So these ones you just kind of get like maybe 3 knife blades and you get right there and you can cut that rubber smooth. You see this rubber actually has like a feather kind of stuff in there. So we're going to clean it off real good with a toothbrush. I got this window cleaned and already prepped, so we're ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and put this on there. All right, so that one's already cleaned and everything and ready to drop. So we got the PD40 right here, and dropping a big roll like this is not easy. And this is a PS adhesive, so this is not going to snap and release like we need it to. So anytime you got a pressure sensitive adhesive, it's not gonna reverse roll and just fly down. So what we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to unroll this a little bit first. And then we're gonna wet it and then we're gonna roll it back up. You normally don't have to do this, but with this film, you do. So we're gonna have to wet that before we try to drop it. Like I said, with the dry adhesive films, you do not have to do that. You can just reverse roll and just snap it and drop it down. So we clean this window really good. So we're gonna go ahead and wet it really good because we don't want any stick spots and it's hot. So I want to wet that film down. Oh, when you got these longer rolls, really not as easy to do. This one, actually, that one's gonna drop. This is probably, I think sometimes in the 60-inch roll, they actually have a, it's a little tacky. So should I let go like that? Because I let go like that and it doesn't roll all the way off on you, that's when you know it's a pressure sensitive film. If not, when I let that go, it would just unroll the whole way down. So when you got a piece this big, I can kind of use my mouth to help me out on one side. Or I can actually, I need a straight edge over here because this glass, as you can see, is a little off right here. So we actually left the rubber in. So for this window right here, we're just gonna flop that up on the glass right there. And this is actually, I forgot, this is actually a perfect cut on this window because this window's 60 inches. But I'm gonna have to cut this right side because of the rubber on this side. So I want to be able to move this around. I'm gonna make sure this is wet enough. And I want my factory edge to be right there on the left. So now I have to hold this and unroll this slowly down the window. So I want to still be able to move the film. If you can't move the film, then you need to wet it more. So let me, and I don't want to tack that at the top because I may have to move that straight edge. So I'm just going to go slow, and then I'm going to spray a little bit more underneath there as I go down, because I do not want it to tack on me and stop. Because again, I want my factory edge right here on this left side. So if I see a dry patch coming, I'm going to keep this one going. So as you can see, I'm lining it up right here with this side because I don't want to cut that side. So we still got a good clean top. All right, working that side. See, it's starting to move a little bit. So now as I get down a little further, again, I want to keep wetting that bottom because I don't want it to tack on me. Reverse this the whole way down the window. All right, so I'm going to recheck the top, make sure we're good. We're covered up there now. Now we're good. So now that I know it's straight the whole way down, we can just tack this top right here. All right, so we got a straight edge at the top. And now we can grab this liner because we roll it to the opposite side and work that thing the whole way down and off. All right. So now the good thing is we're only going to have to cut just the bottom and the right side. All right, so now I want to squeegee that thing out. We're going to shoot a meter up on here too, and we're going to test both sides to see. AJ, you can take this for now because you're going to need to start cleaning that window, right?
Yeah.
All right, so got my squeegee here. So now we're going to make our T pattern. But we can run this all the way over into the side because it's already, and to the top because these parts have already been cut. Okay. All right, so I want to do a big T pattern and then 50% overlaps on that so I don't miss any water. Okay, and then this side, I don't want to bump it into that side really hard because I don't want any dirt to come back and I'm going to cut it. So I'm stopping. So I'm stopping at 1 inch short. I don't want to bang it into that side right there. Notice the overlap, so I'm pushing out all this water. I'm going to finish out my T, stop. I don't want to bump the whole way into the bottom. All right, smooth little corner right there. I can finish this one all the way because I already cut that side. All right. So it looks like we're hitting a little bit there, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut this side right here. So I'll make sure I'm using a brand new blade. Now I was just at the tinter battles in Houston, so some of these guys cut really tight with no cut tool, but I like to use a really thin cut tool. Hand me that that Husky tool in there. You see it? All right, so I just bought this tool and just gonna shave down the edges with a file so it doesn't rip the tint, but this thing keeps it really tight to the edge. So you're still gonna stay with the meta glasses on this, okay? So I can angle that in a little bit and I can cut that right down there. So the secret to doing this is see how I pulled the blade down a third of the way, then I move them both together. Stop right there. I want to work that water in. Well, pinching the film, reverse hands, and I'm going to come up to where I cut right there. Okay. Rip that all the way off. Perfect right there. All right, then I'm going to run that across the bottom. Right like that. And this one I want to lay flat. I want this tool nice and flat, because I want some water to come out of that bottom. All right. I don't want to try to angle that down in there. All right, AJ, I need some paper towels real quick so I can wipe off that bottom. Okay, so when you're working on some of this stuff, you want to make sure you keep this wiped down so the paint doesn't mess up on there. You want to really soak up that bottom after we cut, so you don't want to have water running back in the film. All right, now notice it was a little bit overrun on this side right here, so it's not sitting. So I'm gonna have to use the cut tool right on that thing, because I want to get it behind that thing, behind where that tint was at. So, see, I left the rubber on this side. I didn't want to take it off. The reason why I didn't cut this rubber, because the window's off. So if I cut that rubber off, that whole window might move. So, but if I could, I would have cut that rubber like I did on the other side, but I couldn't right there. So just finishing out this bottom, because I already squeegeed the whole thing. But what I'm going to want to do is squeegee this whole window all the way back out, because now I can get into this side. I'm going to borrow my steam colleagues. Right there's water. There you go. Now I'm going to give it a harder squeegee all the way down. Then we're going to test this to show you what the difference is on the heat meter, to show you how much heat this film is blocking out. So again, this is Johnson's ceramic line, but you got to know what you're doing, because if you put this film on lowy windows, you could break the glass because it's absorbing too much film. So you got to have a meter that tests the glass out. So I already tested glass to know that this is just this is clear glass. So again, this is when I first started to show you, this is the cheapest glass there is. So when you show that to a customer and you show them what the film can do, it's like a night and day difference. It's already cooler over here. So that window to my left is not done. So hopefully before the sun gets down. AJ, where's that meter at?
Right here behind us.
All right, pull that meter out. So that's how you tint it. And now we're going to soak up the sides, soak up that bottom, get that water out of there. I just set it down over there. All right. Then for the sides, I'm going to get a hard card and a paper towel, and I'm really going to get the water out of the sides up here so no fingers pop up. I'm pushing into the side right there. After you do a couple, you're going to want to move it to a clean spot on there. That's a perfect cut, so you can't see any type of gap. I don't know if they updated the software, but a dude told me these Meta glasses now record for 5 minutes.
Isn't that what they were before?
Because these are the Gen 2s.
Oh.
It said 3, but maybe it depends what definition you're in. All right, so that window's perfect. It's all done. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the angle of the sun. Let me see that meter. All right, so what we're going to do is the sun's coming in from that angle, so I don't know if we're going to be able to really get it or not. This one's at 11. That one's at 35, so we just switch it to BTUs right there. So we're gonna aim it right there at the sun. And we got 51, and right here, so we got, so this window right here, you're gonna have to go to my glasses on this video. So we just put on this PD40, and the BTUs, the heat coming in here, is at 5.2. So over here, as it's hitting the sun, it's coming in there at 15, right there at 15. So that's knocking out a really tremendous amount of heat. All right, so we just got done putting both a piece of film on. Didn't need to have the video of us doing that one, so you can kind of get the idea. So a whole recap of the video. We had that meter to show you the difference in BTUs, how much heat it took out of there. We also showed you how to trim up these windows, how to reverse roll the film down on a pressure sensitive adhesive, and a good way to cut and use the trim tool. So very important you know what glass this is a clear glass. We got meters that check this out. So you need to see any other videos, you got any questions, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.